It was the angel of the Lord that was at the Red Sea when Moses crossed the Red Sea. It was an angel, John, that stood between Israel and Egypt. The Bible tells us that it was an angel, my God, that fought against Jericho. As Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho, it was an angel that destroyed the city. The Bible tells us it was an angel that protected Lot as he got out of Sodom, and yet it were two angels that destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. One for Sodom, one for Gomorrah. It was an angel that protected Elijah from the Syrians when Elijah was surrounded by the enemies of God. And the Bible tells us that, amen, Elijah's protege Gehazi, he was afraid. He said, we're surrounded by the enemies. And Elijah looked at his servant and said, son, there are more for us than they are against us. And he prayed for the servant that God would open his eyes. And when the servant's eyes were open, yeah, they were surrounded by enemies, but the enemies were surrounded by angels. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying? The Bible tells us, my God, it was the angels that ministered to the believers even at the point of death. When Elijah was at the point of death, it was a chariot of fire. It was an angel that came and got Elijah. The Bible tells us in Luke chapter 16 verse 22 that it was the angels that carried the beggar, amen, the poor man, Lazarus, the beggar. It was the angels that carried him into the bosom of Abraham. In other words, when you're taking your last breath, it is the angels of God that are there to minister to you, to escort you to your final frontier, to your destination. When you cross over Jordan, it's going to be the angels that usher you into the presence of the Lord.